Welcome to this session of how to work with your Blackboard Collaborate screen. In this section, I'm going to be doing some rearranging of the window that I see here. Currently, I've got the single sidebar column here with audio, video, participants, and the chat. That works nicely if you've got a small group or there's not a lot of chat going on. But oftentimes, you've got a large group that will not fit all of your participants in this little section. Nor will you be able to see all the chat that's going on in this section. Now, within the sidebar, of course, you can make these longer, but it's at the expense of the other sections here. So if you extend this up, you're going to lose some of your video capabilities or your screen there. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to create two columns here instead of just having one. And this actually is done relatively simply. I'm going to take each of these boxes out and I'm going to drag them over to, I've got a second screen here which makes this much easier to do. So I'm dragging these off of this screen, out of this window, over to a second screen where I'm just going to let them sit. Now I'm going to go to my to the view. Well, I'm going to shrink this window down now. Now, this is the whiteboard space, and it also includes the sidebar here. Eventually, we're going to get rid of the sidebar, but when I do that, all of this window, including the sidebar, is going to be space taken up by the whiteboard here. So this will expand to this edge when I get rid of the gray area sidebar. So I say that because you've got to make sure you leave yourself enough space over here to replace your audio video box, the chat, and the participants box that you were trying to rearrange. So about here I think is a good spot. This will give you, if you make two columns, you're going to get, probably need to go a little bit further. And you still have a pretty good sized whiteboard here when we're done. So this should leave us enough space to accommodate both two columns. Now I'm going to go to View and I'm going to uncheck the sidebar. So now it's gone. Now the most important thing was my participants, and so I'm going to bring that box back over here and I'm going to plant it right there next to my whiteboard, and I can extend that all the way down now. I can see everybody, hopefully everybody. If your class is larger than that, you've got quite a large class. I've got my audio video box there, and then I'm going to also bring back over my chat box, and again that's going to give you a chance to see more of what's being said, especially if your group is large or there's a lot of interaction in the chat box. Sometimes it'll come and go too quickly if it's a small box. So by having all this space, you get a little bit larger record of what's going on. So that is how I found to rearrange the Blackboard Collaborate boxes in order to see more participants, more chat, and still keep your whiteboard and your audio video. I hope that this is helpful.